Live from USA. Welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. My name is Sherifa Nakalema, and today we are talking about your one big goal. One big goal. Welcome. I see you. Let me first cut off the sound here. Welcome, Arthur. Welcome, Salma. Welcome, Janet. Today, we are talking about your goal. My goal, your goal. But I want you to think about just one goal. Do you know why I chose to say one goal? Because when we talk about goals as many goals, we may be overwhelmed. So how about we pick out just one and focus on one? So my intention today here, whether you watch it live or you watch it, I know it's late night, especially for those in Uganda. It's like it's coming to 5 a.m. You are not here yet. Maybe you join us later. But it's action. I want today to be a day of action. So when you come later, I want you, as I'm speaking right now, when you get to this point, take a moment and think about something you want to achieve. Not like for the long term. Maybe something you want to achieve like in the next 3 months. I'm recording this one. You may watch it later, by the way, because they're here a long time. But I'm recording it at the end of May 2022. So think about something you want to achieve, maybe like by, I have mine. I'm going to share mine. Mine is short. It's like I want to achieve it in the next month. But before I get to mine, I want you to think about yours, because I'm going to use mine as an example. Think about a goal you have. This is what I would like to do in this life. And if you watch it later, please still do the same. We want to identify the goal very, very clearly. Okay? Then get somewhere to write. Let's write it down. For those of you who are in the chat, you know, I always talk about SMART goals. Let's make it a SMART goal. Then after that, let's figure out how to achieve it. How do we achieve it? That's what I will do next. So, I wish there was someone to bring a different goal, because I have my example, but if someone in the chat has a different goal, I can use yours. So for those of you in the chat who wants to work on a goal, by the way, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, not the way, those of you in the chat, I know, we worked through SMART goals a lot, but I want to take it a little bit further today. Who has a goal they want to achieve? You in the chat, like in the next 3 months, maybe 1 to 3 months. Let's use it as an example. If you have a goal, put in the chat. If you don't have a goal, those in the chat don't have a goal to work with, I'll work with mine. But for those of you who, when you come later, please, as I'm going through this, think about your own goal. And first of all, we're going to name it. So, okay, this is my goal. And then we're going to make it into a SMART goal. We write it down. And then after that, we're going to discuss what to do to achieve it. Okay, who has, anyone with a SMART goal? No, not SMART yet. A goal you want to achieve? Who wants to achieve a goal in the chat? Salma, you have one. Mariam, Janet, who else? Arthur, you are new here. Welcome. Oh, you have a few MBs. Sorry. Sorry. Can you get some MBs, please? We need you here. Okay, do you have a SMART goal to put? If you do, type it in the chat. I'll use your goal for this example. But if you don't, I use my own. I use my own goal. I'm waiting. Who has anyone with a goal? Type in the chat. I'm waiting a little bit for the people in the chat, because I would prefer to use someone else's goal. That's why we come live. But if not, then I'll use mine. Who has a goal? No? You used to have goals, but those were simple goals. Like Mariam, you used to have just getting Instagram followers. Salma, you stopped. You don't want subscribers anymore. You stopped. But I want it to be a little bit bigger today. Janet, do you have a goal? Okay. Let me use my own goal, which I'm working on right now. I just came back from Uganda, and when I came back, I said I want to take my channel. Please follow me, because you're going to create your own goal. My goal is to get my YouTube channel to 15,000 subscribers. So I just checked my numbers before I came live, and right now it's 14,618. Okay, that means I have to get 382 subscribers by end of June. Now we get to the point of making it a SMART goal. My goal is to get 15,000 subscribers by the end of June 2022. Now, what I just said there is called a SMART goal. A SMART goal, those of you in the chat, you could even tell me what a SMART goal is. A SMART but for those of you who watch me and you don't know what a SMART goal is, SMART is an acronym for S.M.A.R.T. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. You'll find that some people use those words a little bit different, but these are the common ones. Like SMART is for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. And when you make your goal, I wish you had an example to use. Let's use mine. I said it has to be specific. So I said my goal is to have 15,000 subscribers. That's a specific one. And that turns to 382 subscribers right now. That's the number. It has to be specific. Or you don't have a SMART goal. If you don't have a SMART goal, it's going to be hard. Number two, so put yours in numbers too, like the way I'm doing mine, like specific. Measurable. It's the same. You have to be able to measure it, to know. Like, okay, as I'm talking today, I have 382 subscribers I'm looking for. So it's measurable. So if I get 2 more, I can say now it's reduced it from 382 to 380. It has to be able to measure it. If you are losing weight, be able to measure it. If whatever your goal is, be able to figure out a way to know that you are making progress. Okay? Now, achievable, yes, okay. You could, like for example, if I came today and I said, I want my goal by end of June, which is just 1 month away, I want my channel to have 100,000 subscribers. Is that achievable? Maybe not. So you want to set a goal that's not so small, but not too big that it overwhelms you, so achievable. Yes, I think 382 in 1 month is achievable. Takes some hard work, but it's achievable. So relevant, yes, relevant to my goal of growing my YouTube channel. It's the relevant goal. And then, for example, if you have a goal of being healthy, you want to lose weight to be healthy, then losing the pounds, whatever your goal may be in numbers, is relevant to your bigger goal of being healthy. That's how it becomes relevant. You don't just do something without like a bigger outcome that you want. Okay, time bound. That's so important. Time bound, that means you need to put a time limit to it. A time limit. Mine, I said June 2022. It's just a month, almost a month, just a month away, a little bit of a month. Because today is May 28th when I'm doing this. So by the end of June, that's my goal. So it's a SMART goal. It's measurable, it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable. I think it's achievable. It's relevant, and it's time bound. So after we write it like that, then we get to doing it. No, please, no one has a goal. Please put your own goals there. I'll come to it. I'm first breaking down mine, so that whoever watches this one can follow and also create their own goal. So after we know it's clear, I want 15,000 subscribers, we write it down into a SMART goal. Yes, it's a SMART goal, and to have 382 more subscribers on this channel by the end of June 2022. Okay, that's a SMART goal. Now, how do we achieve it? How do I achieve it? The way I achieve it, mine, do you know what's going on in social media these days? You know where the action is? There's more action on TikTok. I used to say, people would say TikTok, I say, TikTok for young people, I want to go to TikTok. But then I realized that actually, if I want to achieve my goals, I have to be on TikTok. So I started with the business account. But business accounts are not very active. On TikTok, they are slow. By the way, they treat them differently. I see even TikTok communicates with me very differently when you have a business account. The main problem with the business account on TikTok, for those of you who are watching, the music, the music, the sounds, all that stuff. You know, TikTok is about sounds. They are not authorized on business account. So a business account is boring. It's a boring account because you have to make it interesting yourself. Most sounds are not allowed there. So for copyright reasons, some are approved, but very few. So what I decided recently to do, because I had talked to, I'm around a lot of people who are doing what I do. So they keep saying, you grow faster when you have a personal account on TikTok. So this is my strategy for growing my YouTube channel. You may wonder why I'm talking about TikTok. I want to use TikTok to grow my YouTube channel, but I'm not using the business account. I want to use the personal account because the personal account grows faster. So when I traveled back from Uganda, which was like, I've been here like 2 weeks, I said, I'm going to create, actually it was there, but wasn't active, to have a personal account and grow it with the intention of, because when you get to 1,000 followers, then you can put your channel link, YouTube channel, to put a channel link there, then I'll get people from there and get them here. So what happened the past few days, I've been very active on TikTok. So getting to the steps of me growing my YouTube channel. I want to use TikTok, a personal account. I already took the step to make it more active. And then, guess what happened? You know, I recorded a few videos in Uganda. When I went to Uganda, I went to the equator in Uganda. And then I had recorded a video when I just landed at Entebbe Airport. So today I said, let me post that video on TikTok. So I posted the video. Let me tell you, I posted it around 6 a.m. my time, and now we are at 10 p.m. How many hours are those? I just checked it. It had 13,000 views. I cannot believe it. It's sort of going a little bit viral, mini viral. Not too viral, but mini viral. It got 13,000 views. It's not even a day yet. It's how many hours are those? From 6 a.m. to now 10 p.m. I checked it around 9 p.m. See? When I looked at the subscribers, in the morning there were like 200 something. By the time I checked, it was like 800. So in one day. So which means this little video is helping. It's just 12-second video. I was like happy. I landed at Entebbe Airport. I was clapping and happy. So people are liking the video. It got me to 800 something subscribers, which means in the next like 2 days, I may get to 1,000. Now, when I get to 1,000, I'm still discussing my goal of YouTube. I'll put the YouTube link in TikTok. You know, you're allowed to put a link only after 1,000 followers. So then I start talking about my channel. Please come watch some motivation. Come, what I do here, I'll be getting them from there to here. I'll update soon what happened. I'm not there yet. Right now, the goal is to get to 1,000 followers. That little video helped me because I got over 600 just in one day today. So I'll continue to post. Now, the steps, you take the steps. Now, when it gets to the steps, okay, number one, we got the clear goal you want. We wrote it down as the SMART goal. What we do next is to break it down, whatever you're trying to achieve, into daily small steps. Daily small steps. So for me, the daily small steps are posting a TikTok video. At least, right now I'm posting at least 2 a day. But if you want to grow your channel or your account faster on TikTok, you could post like 4 videos a day. At least 3. One in the middle, one during the day, and one in the night. Yes, but some people are posting much more than that, many more. So for me, I'm saying at least maybe 3 a day on that one. 3 a day. Those are the steps, the baby steps, but daily. So for you, what can you do daily on that goal of yours? Small steps. What small steps? You know, they give an example. You know, all this stuff I'm talking about, I'm not an expert. I just listen to experts, I watch experts, I read books, I do so many things. They talk about if you want to write a book, and the book is big like this, let's assume it's going to be a big book. It could ever overwhelm you. So what you do, you break it down in the smallest step. They talk about writing a sentence as a step for the day. Say, how about you start by writing just one sentence? In fact, one person mentioned writing just a word, a word, but let's say a sentence or a paragraph. You say, no, every single day, I'm going to write a paragraph. Guess what's going to happen? You may set up to write a paragraph, you may end up writing 2 or 3, but you set up to do the smallest step. Okay, I'm doing this, so I'm not feeling you in the chat. I wish you participated in this, because then I'll know that it's helping you to, I mean, you're thinking about your own goal. I'm talking about mine. The small step with getting a YouTube subscriber that haven't even gotten to that level yet. I have to grow the TikTok, is to record at least a video, minimum, a video every day. By the way, when I talk about recording a video, it doesn't mean you have to record them every single day. You could sit in one sitting and record many videos and put them as drafts. You save them as drafts, then every day you start making them public like that, making it ready and posting. You don't have to be like recording every single day. Some of you who are going to watch this, you are in my Facebook group. I keep saying, please post on TikTok. You may find it hard to record daily. You don't have to record daily. Put a moment when you record, you make all your videos, record them, and you could do it like twice a week or 3 times a week. Have many of them assembled and then just publish them. The other thing I'll have to do daily is to make sure, if you're a TikTok person, you want to go on TikTok to grow, make sure you are asking people to do something. When you post a video, ask them to maybe follow or to like, to share, to add a comment. Ask them to do something. You can use text, or you can, in your video, say it. Like in that video, I was asking them, I was asking them to follow me for success habits, tips, something about success habits, what I had there on the text, but I was asking them to follow me, okay? And I also asked them to add a comment, because I was speaking, but I also had text on the video. So I was asking them to do things, two things. Add a comment and also follow. So they were doing both. Not everyone, they did more comments. By the time I left, I had like 80 comments on that little video, and then at least 800 likes, and at least, because I asked them for the comments. I never asked them to like, but the following, like I told you, they already followed at least 600 something by the time I checked. These are not exact numbers, but that's what I remember seeing. So, the action, number one, ask them to do something. Don't just post a video and leave it like that. Ask them either to follow you, or to like it, or to share it, or to add a comment, something. Because that helps the algorithm to keep it moving. And then, the other thing that you have to do is to, sometimes you follow back. The other action, actually, you may not have a video the way I had it, like people liked it, but on TikTok, the action you have to take is to follow people. Most people, when you follow them, they follow back. Search for the kind of people you want. You go on the homepage and search for whoever you want. For me, I was searching for Ugandans on TikTok, so sometimes you follow them, but I didn't have really to follow them. I used just hashtags on my video. I put hashtags, the Ugandans and stuff like that. That's how you target them. That's how they saw the video. So make sure when they're following you, maybe you follow them back, I didn't follow them back, many of them, but following back helps to grow it. Also looking for them, you follow them, then they follow you back. If you want to get people to move it. Some of you in the chat, Salma and Mariam, Mariam, if you want people to follow you, you're gonna first look for them, find them, follow them, they'll follow you back. Also, when someone follows you, you record a video, make sure you ask for action. If you don't, they just watch. Mostly they just like and go. But ask for more. Ask for a comment, ask for a follow. Okay? Now, I wish I had people. Oh, Aula. Hi, Aula woke up at 5 a.m. Welcome, Aula. I'm talking SMART goals, but this time I'm talking a little bit different. It's just a little part of what we are talking about. I'm asking you to focus on one goal, just one. And I've been using my example of growing this channel using organic, by the way. Organic way means slowly, but I'm choosing to use TikTok. I've not yet started inviting them. When I get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, that's when I put my link. I started a new account just for this purpose, for growing the YouTube channel. I said I'm going to find them in TikTok and suggest my channel so they come this way. That's the way I use for my goal of growing this channel to 15,000 subscribers. For those of you who are joining me, like Aula, I'm explaining what I'm talking about. I'm explaining how you can break down your goal. Number one, I said, I'm putting this for Aula because you just joined. I see other people join, but they're not typing in the chat. Oh, she's here. You are here. Spark is love. You are here. We miss you. Thank you. So we are talking about that one goal. I wish someone had put their goal in the chat because it's all about me now. I'm explaining my one goal of growing my channel. So make it clear that my goal is 15,000 subscribers. Write it down and write down at the SMART goal. And the SMART goal has to be specific, has to be measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. I explained all that, how mine followed that rule. And then the steps. Break it down is the smallest step you can do daily. Smallest daily. So my smallest is posting a YouTube channel, but I was also, a TikTok video. I was also explaining how you have to be a little bit more active on TikTok if you want some action. Make sure you ask them to do something. Make sure you maybe follow them first, they follow you back. For me, I didn't have to do that step of following them much. I just posted a video that I knew was relevant to Ugandans, and I put hashtags Ugandans, and they watched it and they followed. They followed more than I thought, actually. I thought it was going to be possible. So my goal of 1,000 followers is happening faster than I thought, because I just started this account, make active on it just a few days ago. So I may go to 1,000 by Monday. I'm recording this Saturday night. Okay, the baby steps, those baby steps, okay? Very important. Now, the last point, after you decide the baby steps, like my baby step is, my small step is to post a TikTok. You know where most people fail? Because I've been around here. I've been around. I'm almost 3 years. Soon I'll be, by the way, I should have said 15,000 before my, I'll be 55 soon, and I'll also be celebrating 3 years on TikTok. On YouTube. So which means, let me add on my goal. 15K by July 1st, because that's when I celebrate 3 years on YouTube, and also that's when I turn 55 years. See? Support me to get to the 15K. I want to have that. Then I was going to say that where most people fail, and my evidence is here. By me being 3 years on YouTube, I've impacted so many people in a small way, but guess what? They stop. So, consistency. Consistency goes together with the small step. Once you choose the step you are taking, take it consistently. 2 keywords. Step consistently. So if I'm going to post a video on TikTok, I better post it. I better post it. If I said 3 days, 3 videos a day, then 3 videos a day. But I would say at least one every day. If you're going to grow your TikTok account, you need a video, at least a minimum of a video every day. So consistently. Now, consistently is why we remain the way we are. Because very few people do that. Very few people, the starting part they do, they start. But within a week they've disappeared. We started a YouTube channel, those in my Facebook group. On YouTube, you have to have at least one video every week. If you're going to be a YouTuber, if you're going to be counted as a YouTuber, at least one video a week. Now, for TikTok, you have to post daily. Now, consistency. Why? How? What are you going to do to be consistent? I have a few points here. Remember I told you, I listen to gurus, I watch them, I read what they write. I found a guru, the way I got these points today, but I added mine. They said for you to be consistent, because that's what happened. People start diets, people say I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to walk every day. They do it for 1 week, the next week it fails. I'm going to read this book, you read it 2 pages, you stop. So how do we stay consistent? I have 6 points, but I'll invite you to add yours in the chat. Point number one, when you feel like stopping, for example, in my situation, remember my example, I want to grow my YouTube channel 15,000, so I go to TikTok, I'm active, and then I don't feel like doing it. What do? The consistency. Why? Number one, please get a pen somewhere and write. Because consistency is the disease that is killing everything. Number one, remember why you started. Why? Why did you do it? Okay, you wanted to lose weight for your health or for looking good, whatever that reason was. Remember it. Write down, and that will keep like your thoughts. You know, most things happen right here, the head. Your thoughts will take you back to why you started and continue going. Number two, they say, focus on just one. But I already did that. Remember I said at the beginning, let's focus on just one. Don't, for example, they said don't focus on maybe quit smoking and lose weight and quit smoking all at the same time. Focus on just one, conquer that, then we'll come to the next one. So that's point number two. And then point number three, they said schedule it. So schedule it. And others say when there is something that you don't really like doing, you can do it in such a way that it's next to another thing. I don't know, I didn't get a lot of action in the chat here. Who can give me something that you'd put close to another thing to make sure you do the other one? You could say, after this, I'll do the other. Like there is something you like, but you say, I'll do that after I go for a walk. You put them next to each other. This one will force you to do the other one. Now, let me give you an example for these videos. Because recording TikTok videos, most important, if you want to be successful on TikTok, you have to show up. The same thing with YouTube. You have to show up. If I was talking behind the curtain, maybe some of you wouldn't be here in the chat, like watching me. But because you can see me, you can see that that's me, the image. So you have to show up on TikTok. Now, because you have to show up, you may not be always ready to show up. What they call camera ready. You may not be camera ready. So like right now, I'm camera ready because I'm here on live. So I could schedule recording TikTok videos after the live. I could say, okay, since I'm already in front of a camera, let me record 2 videos, 3 videos, TikTok videos. Okay? So you make sure it connects to another one. Like this one makes it easier to do the other. Like, but then sometimes you motivate yourself, like I said. Janet, you like walking, jogging. When you don't feel like going, you say, you know what? Maybe you have a favorite snack, something you like to eat. You say, I'm not eating it until I eat that one only after I go jogging. After jogging, that's when I do that. You like something to motivate you to go before you do this one. Okay, now, I have another point I'm thinking right now that I'm speaking there. So we said schedule it. Schedule it, like for me, I could say Like whenever I record a YouTube video, I also record TikTok videos. Or whenever I go live on YouTube, I also record TikTok videos. That one, to motivate me or to make it easier. For you, it could be something else. Number 4, they say, make it non-negotiable. For example, if you go for a walk every day, you are going for a walk every day. You are going for a walk every day no matter what. Maybe you can make it shorter sometimes, but you are going. Okay? Make sure like you have to do. Figure out a way to force yourself to do it. Another number, that will be number 1. No, non-negotiable was on the other one. On the scheduling. The scheduling, those two are connected. When you schedule it, make sure it's there, you don't remove it. So that's one point, it's connected. So the other point was, number 5, in case you miss it. So in case something happened, you miss it. Maybe the walking, or maybe me and recording my TikTok. In fact, if I missed it, if I didn't post at all, I didn't record it, now I'm talking to you, the way I would handle that, I would double up. If I've been posting maybe 3 videos a day, and then I missed posting at all, wow, that would be bad. So the next day, I'll make sure I do even more. I be more active, okay? Like in YouTube, if I come live, maybe I record a video once a week and I missed, then I'll make sure I record 2 the following week. That's how I'll do that. But they are saying that no matter what, I finish that. No. In case you miss it, don't stop. Don't say, I missed it now, I was supposed to do. In fact, there are things that they say that you have to do maybe 21 days consistently. And then they say, if you miss 1 day, start over. That's tough. Start over. Like if something's supposed to be done daily. Like the habits, they say do it consistently for 21 days. Like that Nightingale, if you are one of those who listen to the audio, he will say, listen to this for 30 days. But if he said, if you miss 1, start over. Start over and do 30 again. But hopefully it's not something like that. That when you fail, like for example, you go to the gym and you miss 1 day, then just continue and go another day. Don't give up. That's the point. The consistency part, you may find that something happened, maybe you are sick or something, you didn't go. Please don't stop. Still, go back in, okay? Then they talk about ignore your feelings. Ignore your feelings. That if you want something and you set your goal to do something, like that small step that you're supposed to do, ignore your feelings and what they mean. Don't say, oh, today I don't feel like it. No. They talk about this one is, I hear it as a success habit. The ignoring the feelings. When you feel like I don't feel like doing something, when you know you must do it, just do it. They talk about it a lot, the successful people, that is going to happen. Whether you're a writer, whatever you do, there will be a day when you don't feel like it, just do it. Ignore the feelings. Okay? That's one of the points also. Another one, which I just added right now, is finding an accountability partner. Like, if you walk, Janet, if you like to walk, you walk and feel like maybe sometimes you don't feel like doing it. If you have an accountability partner, that will force you to go because they're waiting. They're waiting for you. Maybe you have a neighbor, you go for walks together, so your neighbor's waiting. Your neighbor's knocking. So it's best to have an accountability partner or someone who's going to, that's why I invite people to come to my Facebook group. So I can say, oh, you didn't record a video this week. Like someone who can check on you, someone who knows your goal, so they can remind you, maybe even why, if they even know why you are doing what you're doing. So I'm not getting a lot of action in the chat. Aula, what's your goal? Do you want me to go through your goal following what I just said? I said, be very clear on your goal. Write it down into a SMART goal. Choose the step that you're going to do every single day. Break it down the smallest step every single day. then be consistent. And we said how you can be consistent. Remember why you started. It's going to help you to be consistent. Focus on one thing. Focus on one. Keep up with that until you make a change. You achieve it. Then schedule it. And we said schedule it so that no matter what, you have to do it. Then ignore the feelings of, oh, I don't feel like it today. No, you have to do it. Then, in case you miss maybe one day, get back on track. Don't lose hope. And then find an accountability partner. What could you add on that? What could you add, Aula? Aula, do you want me to break down your goal? We're not stopping on just writing it down. We're discussing the small steps you can take to achieve it. So if you want to benefit from this discussion, please follow like how I was explaining mine, but make it yours. I don't know what yours is, but whatever you want to achieve, break it down. Although the other thing I would like to mention, don't get into the long-term goals yet. If you are not good with this, first start with a smaller goal. Something you can achieve. Like mine that I gave myself 1 month. So that if you get into using these habits and breaking it down and writing it down, then get into the bigger ones. Because the bigger one takes a longer time. This one will be exciting. It could even be a weekly thing. You say, this week, I want to achieve this. Write it down. Break it down in small steps you can do daily. Be consistent. Then you achieve it. After you achieve it, say, wow, I figured this one out. Then you go to the next one. Okay? So, Aura, are you still here? You want to say something? Or anyone who wants to add on these points of consistency? What can help you to be consistent? Because if you're not consistent, it's like a waste of time. You're going to have projects that you start and they're just there in the middle. You didn't finish them. Okay, anyone wants to make a comment? For those of you who come later, please, we are focusing on just one goal. Pick a goal. If you have a smaller one, the better. Because you're going to follow this and you want to achieve it and be very happy. Okay, you're saying yes, Aula. Yes to what? Do you have a goal you want me to break down before I close? You know, it's 10:35 p.m. my time. So, well, Mariam, are you still on? What about your goals? How are you doing with your goals? Salma, you should have many, many goals, including growing your channel to some number, maybe 5,000 subscribers. Salma, you want to follow what I'm doing? You can follow what I'm doing using TikTok to grow your YouTube channel. You want to do that? You can follow what I just explained there. The only part that's missing on yours is showing up. We don't see you. Salma, we don't see you. Okay, this was great, like the point about sticking to one goal. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, thank you so much. Break it down daily. But that daily is not easy because something is going to take you off. So when they say, ignore the feelings, I don't feel like it. No, there's no not feel like it. You have to do it. You remember your why you started. Nice to see you. It's been a while. I haven't seen you. Let's follow each other. Let's grow these social medias and the channels. You know, people are not on YouTube as much. They are over there in TikTok. Mariam, what's going on with you? I want you to grow your TikTok, although you don't have a YouTube channel. And Salma, your TikTok would help your YouTube channel. But you know, you don't see things the way I see them. Otherwise, you would be doing it. Your channel right now could be like at 5,000 because you do a good job. But let me share your channel. Aula, do you have a new video? Let me share Salma's channel for those of you who like editing. It's good for editing. I don't think Aula I can share your channel. You don't have content. Let me share Salma's. For those who want to learn editing, Salma's office. Salma, I'm getting to your channel. Sorry. Meanwhile, if you have something you want to say, please put in the comment. Ignore the feeling, yes. Ignore, because that feeling is going to come. Can you imagine? You imagine like parents. Be like if you're a parent. Can you ignore? Like, can you say to dad, I don't feel like cooking, my children will not eat? You can't. So look at it like that. Well, it's an obligation, and remember your why you started it. Salma, let me share Salma's channel here. Salma, you need to get this to 5,000 subscribers. Get it, like, maybe 5,000 is too much, but get it even to 3,000. You have a few left. You have a few left to get to 3,000. Okay, I'm putting, yes, let's do it. Great idea about the TikTok, yeah. Yes. TikTok, the appetizer, YouTube is the meal. I like that. I like that. But you know, yeah, that's a good way to see it, because the TikTok people have a very short attention span, and they call it, it has to be edutainment. Have you heard of that? Let me put in the chat. Have you heard of this term? Edutainment? Tainment. I think I didn't spell it right. Edutainment. That you educate and entertain at the same time. That's how you can survive on TikTok. Those people, they like fun. But for me, I just come and speak sometimes. I don't do much fun much. I get some people. Edutainment. That's a new way. So that was Salma's channel. Edutate. Yeah, you have to make it fun. I don't know your TikTok. Let me get your TikTok. But you see, I don't think you use Sparky's Lab on TikTok. Do you? I want to note it here. Can you put it? By the way, my personal one, I call it the TikTok. It's a new one. I call it Take a Step Today. But of course, I'm Sherifa Nakalema, but Step Today. That's a personal one. Take a step today. You could go and see my little viral one. I just arrived at Entebbe Airport and I was so happy. But people were putting comments, interesting comments, that that's not the right name. I didn't know Entebbe Airport changed. I think they were joking. So Aula, you didn't put your goal. I'm about to get off here. Other people will watch it later. So for those of you who watch it later, let me review for you. Make your goal very clear in your mind. Okay, what is it? I suggest, if you're not used to this goal setting and following up, make it small. Try it for 1 week, just 1 week. What do you want to achieve this week? And write it down into a SMART goal. It needs to be, I want to do this this week, to put it in numbers. Like money, I want to make $500 this week, from Monday to Sunday, or from Monday to Friday, whatever. Be specific. It needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant. Your goal of maybe making more money, and time bound. You need to give it a time limit. Without a time limit, it won't be easy even to achieve it. You are not even going to be motivated. So after I write it down, then break it down. What do you need to do daily? Small, the smallest daily. What you need to do, and then consistency. We said, if you to achieve consistency, the why, even the why alone is enough to keep you moving. Why do you start? If you keep just that, the rest, yes, are important, but that one, and then you say, you know what? No matter what, I have to do this. I don't feel like it, I do it. You don't feel like cooking, the people have to eat. So you have to cook. You see? It's an obligation. Okay, thank you. So I think that's it. Aula, you didn't I was expecting some more Ugandans to wake up. They didn't. It's coming to, it's not even 6 yet. It's very early. I do this intentionally at this time. Okay, thank you so much for watching, for being here with me, by the way. For those who watch it, thank you. I didn't know this Arthur Morgan said only 6 MBs left. They didn't have the although I don't know who this Arthur is. He was here, he didn't have enough MBs. So anyone with a question, Ashraf, whoa, Ashraf, you've been here, you didn't type today. I enjoy you in the chat. You didn't do anything or just arrived. Let me stick around for Ashraf for a minute, another minute for Ashraf. The rest you could leave if you want to leave. Ashraf, you don't have, did you follow the discussion or just came? Around this time, please set your alarm. That's when I show up. I show up in the morning. It's evening time, my time. And Huzaifa too, oh my goodness. Do you want me to stay here for a moment? You decide. Thank you, yes, good night, bye-bye. Well, let's meet on TikTok as we do the entertainment. Okay, Huzaifa, you decide. Janet, Salma, Mariam, you can leave, it's okay. For those of you in Uganda, if you want me to stay a little bit, I don't mind. It's 10:43 my time. What are you saying? Yes, please, to Janet. Yes, please, what? Explain, please. Huzaifa, Ashraf, Aula. If you want me to stay here a little bit, I see more people joining. Let me know. I was sharing. I was encouraging you. This time we are not just talking. We want to take action and achieve goals. You know me. I want to motivate you. That's my intention. To motivate you to take, we close it down. Because I know you are just waking up, but I could go over it. We could put a sample goal, we break it down. Anyone has a goal, for those who just joined in. You have a goal, I can break it down. Ashraf, Ashraf, you said bye, so you go. What about Huzaifa? You are staying or you are leaving? Aula, staying. Aula wanted to break down your goal, but you didn't type it down. I see more people. Please type in the chat so I know who you are. I see my numbers on the side, but I don't see in the chat. By the way, do we have a name? Name, are you on here or not? Malaysia? No. Bangladesh. My name is in Bangladesh. So please decide if you want me to stop or to continue a little bit. It's up to you. I was about to close it out. So if you want to join me here, I moved it has to be around like 4:45 Uganda time. Maybe by 5 you can find us, but I scheduled it around 9:30 p.m. my time, which is 4:30 a.m. Uganda. So I'm waiting. Huzaifa, do you have a goal you want me to break down for you, or? Thank you for supporting my TikTok. You made it viral. Huzaifa, let me put my personal account again. You need to find this one. I sent it to you. You are on my business one. Come onto this one. This one I just started, the TikTok. I'm putting it again. That's the personal one. That's why I'll be more active. The business is different. The message is different, and the target is different. I'm targeting more people from like UK, USA, Canada, Australia, those kind of countries, UAE, South Africa. But for Uganda, you find me in this one, the Take a Step Today. Take a Step Today on TikTok. That's where the action is going. You can go see. I'm very excited over there. Okay, I think no one wants to put a goal, so I'll end it here. Add a comment for me on the video, especially if you watch this later. If you are from Uganda, please come here early in the morning. Plan to be with me Sunday morning, okay? For Muslims, before you even pray, you come, I'll motivate you a little bit. I'll try to motivate, to take a step to make your life better. That's my message. It will be my message. I'll die saying the same thing. But today, please follow what I just discussed there. Create your own SMART goal and take action. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.